Rachel with Back to Good here, and today I am sitting in a chair in the sunshine because it's the best place for you to see me here. And well, we're just gonna sit down and have a little chat today, and we got a bunch of boxes behind me that have been coming in the mail. We got some from subscribers and some stuff that we ordered, and we've got a bunch of projects in the works here, but we had to wait for some things to come in the mail, and we still have a few more things to come in the mail. So I thought I'd just take you for a little update here of what's going on and what we're going to be working on. And Linus is joining me. Say hi, Linus. It's a little chilly out here, but it's he's sitting in the sun and hanging out with me. So we're just going to have a little chat today. I had a comment that suggested that maybe Sean and I need to sit down and do a Q&A, which is something we plan on doing. We do plan to do some lives here soon. Right now we're working on getting a situation where we have some chairs and a nice comfy environment, that we have good lighting in, that we can sit down and do some live chats with y'all. But Miss Kathleen McGinley, she had made that suggestion that she would love us to kind of do some question and answer stuff, and we will be working on that soon. Part of the stuff of the boxes and everything behind me are going to be part of our little YouTube studio that we're going to be making. We can't really put any of it together quite yet because Sean needs to pick up some more pallets from work to build a floor base, and he can only do that on days that trucks come in. So the next truck that comes in is on his day off, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get those or not, but let's hope that we get them soon so we can start setting some of this stuff up, and then we can sit down and do some live chats with you. But Miss Kathleen had a couple questions that she was wondering about that we hadn't really talked about yet. So she was wanting to know if what type of home we're going to build. Are we going to build it from scratch? Is it going to be a shed to house? Is it going to be a ranch or a two-story? Hopefully your children will build on it. Yes. Actually, we're going to have, we still have two children that live at home, so they will be living in our home until they're old enough. But we do hope that eventually they'll build their own homes on our property, because we're going to designate like 2 acres for each kid to have the opportunity to build their own places there. So so for now, yes, the children will be living in our home. But she wants to know if there's going to be any animals possible. Yes, we do plan to have some animals. I don't know how extensive we're going to get with that, but we will. We do plan on having some chickens and hopefully some pigs. I'm not really sure what else. We're going to have to do some research and find out what else is going to be beneficial for us, and what we'll have the room for and whatnot. But definitely chickens, I know that for sure, because I want to have some meat birds and I want to have my own fresh eggs. So we will be doing chickens probably first, but I definitely would love to get some pigs one day because I want my own bacon, so that would be really cool. As far as the house goes, I do have a plan of what I want it to kind of be like. We're not really sure yet if we're going to build it ourselves or if we're going to get some sheds and convert them to houses. It just depends on the cost. We don't want to go in debt. We don't want to finance anything if we don't have to. You know, it depends on what the cost of building materials is at the time when we go to build, and what's more cost efficient or time efficient depending on the situation. I can tell you what my plans are for how I want the house designed. I will be going through and drawing that out on an app that I use called Floor Plan, and it makes it really handy to kind of draw out your plans in 2D, and then you can click a button and it switches it to 3D, so you can kind of look around and see how everything looks. And I'll probably do a video on that when I do that, to show people how to use the app and to kind of show a more good visual of what my plan is. But basically, what I would love to do, it will not be 2-story. It will be a single-story house. And what I want to do is I want to put basically 4 buildings in a square, that will have a central location where they connect. So there'll be like one building on top, one building on bottom, one building on the right, and one building on the left. And in the center of that, they will connect at the corners. And in the center of that will be an opening. But what I want to do is I want all the roofs on the small buildings, the 4 small buildings, I want them to be taller on the center side. And then I want them to be one slope, or the single slopes roofs, where they will come down off the center part and the lower side will be on the outside, and that way we can do rain catchment easily. So in the center part where they will connect, there's going to be an opening in the middle, and I want to put a roof over the top of that that will connect to all 4 buildings so that the rain will continuously drain off all 4 sides. And what we'll have is rain catchment off of each building. And in the parts in between the buildings, like there's going to be a building up here and a building down here and a building here. So in between each building on the corners, there's going to be an opening. But what I want to do is do a fence that connects each building on the outside corners that'll be rounded. So from above, the building will kind of look like it's a round building. But in all reality, there'll be 4 small square buildings that connect with a big square in the middle. And then it'll look kind of round because the fences on the outside that connect each building will go around. Now in the part that's on the outside of each building, behind the rounded fence part, that will be storage in there for various things. So a part of them will be, 2 of them will be like a front porch and a back porch. The side ones will actually house our water storage containment. So it'll be behind the fence, you don't see it. So initially, it'll probably be IBC totes. Eventually, we would like to get some larger water storage containers, probably 1,500 gallons or so on each side, maybe more eventually. We'd obviously like to expand that as much as we can and keep them contained. And, we'll put those in the parts that go in between the buildings that are behind the fence so everybody doesn't see them. But those will contain all the water that runs off from the roofs into these water storage containers. So if you can visualize that, that's kind of what my plans are. I do have a picture of it, and maybe I'll put a picture of that up on the screen so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to be like. The roof that is on the picture is not how our roof would be, but it's the closest thing I can see to what my vision is. So I do plan on drawing it out. So we'll get more details of that in the future. So that kind of gives you a little idea of what our plans are as far as the house style. And if we do build them, we'll probably build 1 building at a time and then keep going around till we get all 4 buildings. And eventually when the kids move out and get their own places, we could use those as offices or studios or whatever we want. So that's about it for the house. I will put a picture up probably here somewhere in the middle here, and that way I can show you kind of what it'll look like. So what else did Kathleen want to know here? My phone shut off here. Okay, so oh yeah, she wanted to do a lay of the land on our property. It's still pretty wet back there, so we're gonna let it dry up a little bit more before we go do a walk around of the property. We still have not even been on a walk around on our property, so it's something that we will be doing soon. I was waiting for something to come in the mail, which I believe is in this cart here, so we'll find that. But my muck boots were getting old and they had holes all in them, so it was very cold and they weren't very effective for keeping mud and water out. So I put some on my wish list, and a subscriber, I think he has some in this little box here, possibly. We're gonna find out today. So we are planning on taking you guys on a walk through the property here very soon. Right now our focus is on just getting winterized, which we're almost done with, and we have a few other projects that we just need to tidy up here first. Once we get everything settled in here, then we'll be focusing on clearing our property and taking a walkabout on our property And once we get done with this big project that's kind of behind us, we'll talk about that more here in a minute. But once we get done with the outdoor YouTube studio that we're going to be putting up here, it's going to be a temporary situation. So we didn't really want to build anything that's more of a permanent style while we're staying here on the Homestead, because it would be all that more difficult to move it. So a subscriber reached out to us and wanted to know if we'd be interested in this particular thing, and to use as a temporary like YouTube studio or outdoor hangout area. And I had never seen one before, but it looked pretty cool, and it was very reasonably priced, and it would have been less than what we were planning on doing with our porch. So we were like, well, yeah, sure, that would work out great. So we're gonna get a pallet floor built for it, and we're gonna put it up. But let me go take you on a little tour of some of these boxes, and let's find out what's in them. So let me get up out of this chair, and this chair was from a subscriber, so thank you very much for that. This is one for the kids, but I'm borrowing it right now because it's the only one we have. So one of the other things a subscriber sent me was, I don't know if you can see it or not, but she sent me some boots with the fur. So these are coming in really handy. So she took advantage of a bunch of Black Friday sales and found some stuff that wasn't even on our list. And I was like, what are these? She's like, I found them on Black Friday, so I sent them to you. So yeah, I got some boots with the fur. So yay, thank you very much. They're very cool and they're very warm. So let's get into the packages here and see what we got. So over here, let's bring over this big old package. Whoa. I'm gonna set it up here. So you can't really see what it is yet, but this is gonna be our YouTube studio. So we're gonna be setting this up soon. So this is your sneak peek. If you can guess what's inside here, it's gonna be our YouTube studio, but it's gonna look so amazing. So, but it's a very cool, affordable option for people. So we definitely wanna show you when we set this up. So we're not gonna show you today because I can't set it up yet. So that is the main package. That is going to be the big thing that we set up our YouTube studio. So a lot of this goes with it, but that's the main part of it. So a lot of these packages I'm not going to open right now, and you'll see them in the future, but I can tell you a little bit about what they are. So this here, oh, knocking myself in my head with my little snowman light bulb. But this box here is going to be for an upcoming video. And the last 3 or 4 years, basically when we lived in Arizona, we have a washing machine, and it's one of those small little efficiency ones, so it doesn't take up a lot of energy. So we are able to wash our clothes with the washing machine, but we have always dried our clothes outside because in Arizona it was very windy, and it didn't really take long to dry our clothes. Even if it was cold outside, they still dried pretty quickly. So but here in Arkansas it is much colder, and there's not a whole lot of wind, and if there is, it's blocked by trees, so it's not going to be really effective for us to dry our clothes outside in the wintertime. So we found a very cool, affordable, small dryer that can run off of 110. So we're going to be setting that up here soon. And it looks like Sean is pulling in the driveway now, so we're going to take a pause a second because my camera is sitting right in the way. So hold on just one moment. Okay guys, so Sean's home from work, and he brought us 2 of the 30-pound propane tanks that we got filled up so we can put them back in our RV because they ran out when we were cooking dinner the other day. So we had to borrow the propane tank from the grill. So now we can put the tanks that belong in there back in there, and they're nice and full. So we're gonna go do that here in a little bit. But in the meantime, Sean went over to go help Gary for a minute and talk to him. And the FedEx guy just went flying by, and we're like, there's nobody back there except our property. So he's probably looking for us. So I went and hunted down the FedEx guy and let him know that he can just deliver our packages here for now. So a couple sponsor video boxes came, so that's pretty exciting. You'll get to see those soon. So we're gonna get back to work here, and we're gonna go through some of the stuff that we got in this and over there, and we're gonna open up some mail today. So one of the first things, I already opened it because this came in yesterday, is some high C garden shoes. So these are kind of just little slip-on shoes that I can use that are waterproof and won't get all nasty. So these we will be using soon. But for now, I'm enjoying my fur-lined boots. My boots with the fur. So we're gonna get into that. But over here also we have, let me see if you can see this one. This box over here, this is gonna heat our outdoor YouTube studio. So this is a diesel heater that is very similar to the one that we have hooked up to our camper, but this one is going to be to heat our outdoor YouTube studio. So we're going to leave this in there because we're not ready to set it up yet. Sean's got to bring us some pallets home. So let's get you set back up over here, and we're gonna okay, so we're going to get to opening some of these boxes. There's one that's sitting down here that came in yesterday, and this one is full of like outdoor lighting. So we've got some pathway lighting and some hanging lights. These are all going to be lighting. These ones here are the new lids to our mason jar solar lights that we made. We've been using them for like 3 years now, so many of them don't work anymore. So these are replacement lids, and we're going to go through and show you how to hook those up soon. So this will all be lighting that goes to our outdoor YouTube studio. So we're not going to open them all yet, but just know that we have some really cool lights that are going to be going in there. Let's see what else we got here. Let's get our handy dandy knife out. And we are going to open this box first. See what's inside here. Ooh, this one I believe is a lawn chair for Sean. So we had several chairs on our list. And a subscriber reached out and wanted to know, the chairs that we have on our list are a little pricey. They're the ones that, they're like zero gravity chairs. They have the recliner thing where they lay down and whatnot. But the chairs that we got are not those chairs. But these chairs are going to get us by perfectly fine until we get our dream chairs, I call them, because they are a bit pricey, but they would be more of our permanent chairs. And they're not exactly portable chairs. So these ones are our portable chairs that we can take, like when we go to Gary and Mary's, or if we go to somebody else's house. These chairs we can take with us. These are the normal camping chairs. And this one here is Sean's chair. And I said, yeah, these chairs will work perfectly fine. So we got some camping chairs now that we can take wherever we go, and they're nice and handy, and these will work perfectly fine until one day when we get our dream chairs. But these are going to be really great, so Sean's going to really appreciate that, because right now we only have one chair, and it's a folding chair that has 2 broken legs, and it's sitting on pallets that we don't have the OSB board on yet, so the chair legs fall through the cracks, and it's very dangerous. So these are going to be a welcomed addition, because right now we can't all sit outside because we only have the one crutch chair. So we are going to have good chairs. It's really exciting. So Sean's going to be really excited to see this. He has a place to sit down outside finally. And we got one of the kids' chairs yesterday that I was sitting in earlier. So once we get all our chairs, we're going to actually all have a place to sit outside. Woohoo! So let's see what else we got in here. We'll set that aside. Normally I'll have my hair up because it drives me nuts, but I just got out of the shower a little bit ago, and I don't like to put my hair up until it's dry, so This here is, we're going to take that to the burn pit. This is another heat tape for the pipes. And this is actually going to go at the beginning of the line where it comes out of Gary and Mary's barn. And it comes over on the 1-inch PEX line all the way over to our camper. And the beginning part that comes from their barn, that comes out of the top, we can't bury that part. So there's like 30 feet of line over there that is exposed. So this heat tape is going to go on the beginning part of the line, and the other one that we have is over here. So we're going to take this over to Gary, and we're going to get it assembled on the beginning of our water line. So this is all in efforts to get some water run over here. And temporarily, like I said before, we're going to be using the line while we're parked here. And Gary's also going to use it eventually for his house that they're going to build, and then his shop over here that they're going to have a sink with some water to wash his hands when he's working on cars and things. So it's something that we're going to all need eventually. So let's see what else we got in here. Let's push these to the front. See what else we got in here. Let's check this little box. It's feeling a little bit like Christmas over here. Between all the sponsors that we're getting, you know, it's these sponsor videos, I know some people don't like them, but it really helps our family out a lot. We don't accept any sponsor offers of stuff that is just not stuff we can use, but a lot of the things we're getting, trust me, you're going to see them soon, and they're definitely things that we can use. So we thought part of our journey is exploring alternative options for things of living off grid. And, you know, finding new ways to do things, finding things that are low watt usage. So a lot of this we want to share with everybody, because a lot of people are, you know, living off-grid lives, or getting tiny homes, or starting homesteads and building themselves. And we want to share the products that we find that are really helpful for us. So let's see what we got in here. Ooh, we definitely need this. This is 2 batteries and a charger for the GoPro. It comes with 1 battery, but let me tell you, that battery does not last long, and it doesn't work well in heat or cold. So it will be awesome to have 2 extra batteries to have on hand, so when that one runs out, we got 2 more. So really big thank you to the subscriber who sent all this. And this is screen protectors for the GoPro. So this will help keep our screens on our GoPro from getting all scratched up or broken if we accidentally drop it. So very helpful. They're not really super expensive. So if you have a GoPro, I really highly suggest you get these, because it really doesn't take long for your screens to get scratched up. So super cheap, well worth the money. And it's a note from the subscriber saying, enjoy your gift, but we won't say her name. She would like to remain anonymous. So thank you for our anonymous subscriber. And this is really cool. This is a case to put the GoPro in. I dropped the screw. Sorry, I have the sniffles still, so we're getting better, but I still got the sniffles. So this is a case to put your GoPro in. So when you drop it, it's kind of like a case that you put on your phone to keep your phone from breaking. Well, this is a case for your GoPro to keep it from breaking. Plus, it also gives it, it's water resistant or waterproof. So the GoPro is waterproof, but it only goes down to like 16 feet or something like that as is. And I don't know that I would necessarily trust it in water as it is. So this is a case that you can put your GoPro in that can make it even more waterproof, and you can go down deeper. So very cool protection. Very well worth the investment to get this for your GoPro. Not incredibly expensive, so it works out nice. And what else do we got in here? Oh, this is going to be really nice. Sean's going to really love this. This is a Bluetooth dongle for our Victron charge controller that we used to hook up the batteries for our DC system. We had a video about that with the Power Queen batteries. The Power Queen batteries are lithium ion, so the batteries that we had before were lead acid. So we had to get a new charge controller that was compatible with lithium ion batteries. And the charge controller that we got, it doesn't have a way to tell like what the voltage is at or anything. So we have to go hook up the little meter thing to check and see where it's at and all that, and it's kind of a pain. So this is a dongle that you plug into it that allows you to hook up a Bluetooth app, so we'll be able to check the voltage of our batteries right directly from our phone, so we can keep an eye on them if they're getting low or not. So this is going to be really handy. It's very important to keep an eye on those things because we don't want them to get low without getting them charged in time, because the diesel heater that we use is running to those batteries and it needs the power in order to ignite the system. So if we don't have battery power, we're not going to have heat. So priority is keeping an eye on the voltage of those batteries. So we're going to get rid of this and let's see what else we got in here. Oh, okay. Well, this is the other part that goes with the Victron, the dongle thing, that keeps an eye on the battery voltage. This is a lithium-ion battery charger. So if we're having a slow day with no sun and we're not getting enough charge on our batteries, this charger is compatible with lithium-ion batteries, and we can hook this up to the battery when we notice that the voltage is getting low and we're not getting any more sun in for the day. We can manually charge this, charge the batteries with this, and we will do that from our main solar system, which is our Bluetti EP500. We can plug this in and charge our DC batteries with it. So it doesn't take up a whole lot of wattage and whatnot, but it's for 12 volt, 24 volt automatic battery charger and maintainer. So this will help make sure that our batteries don't drop below a usable level. So this will charge them if our solar is not doing its job for the day. So won't take up a whole lot of power because we will rarely have to use it, but it's one of those critical things that if you don't have it and you don't have the sun charging it, then we're out of power, we're out of our heat and everything. So very critical to have a battery maintainer and charger. So very thankful for that. Thank you very much. And we have another High C box. This is not a sponsored video by High C, but High C, if you see this, you know, give me a call. Email me. So this is some muck boots to replace my broken muck boots that they have holes really big right here on both feet, so they're kind of open right now. But my favorite color, purple, so I'll probably be wearing these most every day around here. My work boots, that's what I run around here in because it's muddy and it's mucky and I don't want to get my boots with the fur dirty. These will be my going out in public boots. These will be my work at home boots. So very excited to get these because these look very durable and very nice. They got a little strap up here, but very cool. So I'm absolutely gonna love those. You're gonna see me in these like all the time. So I think I'm gonna have to get a purple and black flannel because I always wear this red one or my black and white one, and they're not gonna match my purple and black boots. So I'm gonna have to find a purple flannel to wear around to match my new boots. But I'm so excited about those because that's something I wear like all the time. So I'll be living in those boots. They are definitely going to be getting their money's worth. And this box is going to be part of our outdoor YouTube studio. These are, you've seen some of these already on our front porch. These are the outdoor, I don't know, it's like a nylon material or something. I'm not really sure what they're made out of, but it's like a plasticky stuff. And these are the outdoor rugs. So these are black and white, and they're reversible. So like one side is white with black design, the other side is black with white design. So you can pick and choose which side you want to use. But these are gonna go with our outdoor YouTube studio that you'll be seeing very soon. And it's got some little stakes to tie it down with. We will not be using these because it's gonna sit on top of some pallets. But we have another idea of how to attach them to the pallets so they don't blow away and whatever. So yeah, this is a rug that is gonna go with our outdoor YouTube studio. So that's very exciting. So I think that is it for today. Oh, wait a minute. We have one more box that is over here. Let me go take you over here and show it to you. Tell you what it's for. So never mind my mess I just made. I got some boxes over here. So let's go over here. We've got some more empty boxes that I need to go take to the fire pit. Right there. Those are empty boxes that the other packages came in yesterday. But this box here is a box that has a black cabinet in it. Okay, so as you can see, we got another big box over there, and that is our black cabinet, and that is going to be for putting in our propane water heater. We have had that thing in storage for years now, and hopefully it's not destroyed. It looks like it's okay. It's a little dirty. The mice got in the box. They tried to build a little home in it. It doesn't look like they damaged any of the wiring or anything. They were just using it as a house, and so we're praying that it's not damaged, because we have not had running hot water in almost 4 years now. Whenever we need hot water, we heat it up in a pan on the stove. And so this is going to be like a total game changer for us. So normally, like when we take a shower, we'll heat up the bucket, a big bucket of hot water, and we'll carry it to the shower. And we have a camping shower that has a little thing that you set down in the bucket, and it has its own shower head, and you just turn it on and shower like a normal shower. But you know, we've gotten used to using that, and it's great to have a hot shower. But now we're going to have hot water running out of our faucets for the first time in 4 years. So that black cabinet is what it's going to be in, because the propane water heater needs to be insulated or in a place where it's not going to get frozen. So we have a plan, and that black cabinet is going to be part of that plan. We're going to cut holes in it very carefully and very nicely and neatly, and we are going to put the propane water heater inside there, but it has to be vented, and the line's got to come in and come out and all that. So we are going to make the cabinet insulated. We are going to put insulation in it that we have leftover polyboard from our skirting, and we are going to insulate the inside of that black cabinet. And we are going to use one of those heat tapes, and we are going to put it in there to keep the cabinet warm so that the water heater doesn't freeze and break our water heater. So that's going to be really nice. So we are going to finally have hot water, and that cabinet is key to making it all happen. So it's clearly not put together. So we're going to be working on that. We're going to put the black cabinet together. We're going to get our propane heater out, and we're going to insulate it all really well, put the heat tape in there, make sure it stays nice and warm and doesn't freeze. And we are going to have hot water soon. So very exciting stuff, guys. And a lot of this stuff came from a subscriber, and she has been spoiling us rotten, and we can't say enough to tell her how much we appreciate everything she's sent us. And it's really just amazing. We're just so grateful, and we really appreciate everything that she sent, and we're going to be showing it all to you soon, and we're going to be getting set up, and she is making sure that we are covered for winter, that we're warm, and that we have all the necessities we need to get settled in here. And once we get done setting up this YouTube studio and get our water situation finished, you know, speaking of our water system too, I was looking online for things to do for keeping your water from freezing. And apparently they make these heated water hoses for RVs, and because people are used to traveling with them, and they make these heated water hoses. So one of the sponsors that reached out to us, I noticed the name on one of the brands of the water heaters, heated water hoses that we were looking at, was the same brand name of another product that they were going to send us. So I reached out to them and I said, you know, we're going to be doing this sponsor video for you for this other device, but I said, I happen to know that you noticed that you sell these heated water hoses, and maybe we could do a sponsor video for that. And you know, they agreed. So hopefully they'll be sending us that soon, and we're going to hook up this really nice system for our water system. And the heat tape that we were using on the line that Gary gave us, that water hose is leaking out of the end too. So instead of buying another water hose, we're going to wait for the sponsor to send us the heated water hose, and the heat tape that we were going to use on that line is the heat tape we're going to use on the water heater instead of ordering another heat tape. So we are going to repurpose that, and we're going to hook it all up here soon. We are going to have anti-freeze water system, and we are going to have hot water. So it's very exciting. And that's the last big project for winterizing, besides putting up a few more panels of the polyboard. We did not get the zip tape in yet, so we are still waiting on that to finish the polyboard. So we probably will get that in the next few days, so we're still waiting on mail to finish that. But once we get the zip tape for that, we'll finish up the polyboard insulation for the skirting. And then that's it for winterizing. We're going to be done winterizing the camper finally soon. So then we're going to get on to fixing the porch floor. We've got some OSB board all ready for that, and we're going to paint that with an outdoor paint so it doesn't rot and deteriorate quickly. It should last for years if we paint it and protect it. So we're waiting on a very nice warm day, which hasn't happened right, but I see one day next week it's going to be pretty nice. So I think that one day that it's going to be nice out, we're going to have to lay the boards out here and get them painted while it's warm. So we're also going to be waiting for Sean to get more pallets at work very soon, so we can make another floor out here extension for our YouTube studio tent that we have to put together. And we'll be painting those OSB boards we're going to get, and we're going to be putting this rug in there, and we're going to put our tent up. We're going to put all our lights up, and oh, we have another prize. Hold on, let me put this stuff in here and get it out of the bucket here, because we're going to go on a walk and down to the end of the driveway, because the FedEx guy just came and left us some packages down there. So I'm not sure if I can lift them or not, but I'm going to take you with me, and we're going to go check it out. So let's put this away. Let's go for a ride. You're gonna bounce all over the place if I leave you in the cart, so let's go take the cart, and we're gonna go down here and see if I can pick this stuff up or not. If not, I'm gonna have to call Sean over here to help me pick this stuff up. So let's go for a little walk down the driveway here and go see what we got. This is for a couple of sponsor videos. So let's go see. Let me turn you around here a second. All right. Look at there. We got some boxes. Let's go get these picked up here and see if I can pick these up or not. We're gonna do a little roundabout here and see if I can get my cart somewhere where it's not gonna run away from me. Alright guys, so as you can see, one of these boxes is pretty large, and I'm pretty sure I can't lift it, so I'm going to take the little boxes and put them in here, and we're going to go take them back up to the camper, and then Sean's going to have to come help me with the other one. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh. Yeah. Team lift. I need my team. So let's go back. Let's go back to the camper. We got some of our stuff and we're gonna need some assistance. I need to go pick up my team and have them come back and help me get that box up to the camper. So as you can see, we have a ton of work to do. Oh, here, let's go show you my little decorations. I can't go this way with the cart because Sean's parked there. But we got a couple little fall items there. We got our little harvest gnome and a little welcome mushroom. And we even got a couple Christmas decorations out. A little present and a little gingerbread girl. But we haven't got any of our other Christmas decorations out yet. We are going to be busting those out soon and decorating. But it's been a little cold and we haven't been feeling good, so we've just been kind of chilling and trying to get better and waiting on mail. So all right, guys, so that's gonna be a wrap for today because it's awfully getting cold out here. The sun's getting ready to go down and I got a big mess out here I gotta pick up. I gotta take all these boxes over to the burn pit and throw them down in the hole and clean up my mess here. So, and I need to go retrieve Sean and have him help me bring that last box up to here. So I need to empty the cart and go get Sean and go do that. So we're gonna wrap it up here for the day, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we really appreciate everyone joining us and following along our journey, and we really appreciate our subscribers and our members, and just keep commenting. It's really great to have some nice suggestions from the subscribers, which we've got a ton of. Really great suggestions and tips for things, and you know, it helps us out. You know, we're learning, and we really appreciate all the suggestions from everybody. So we are gonna wrap this one up for the day, and oh, I almost dropped you. See, that's why I need a GoPro protector. So we're gonna wrap things up for the day, and I'm gonna go get Sean and get this cart emptied, and we'll see you again soon. And as you can see, we got lots of projects to still finish, and we'll be working on them soon. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. We're going to wrap things up here. I'm going to go get Sean. I'm going to empty this cart, and we're going to go pick up the last package down there before the sun goes down because it's starting to get cold out already. So we'll see you soon, and thank you to everybody. We really appreciate the subscribers, the members, all the comments, the thumbs up, all that good stuff. So stay with us and stay tuned, and you'll get to see all the exciting unboxing of all these little things and all our little projects here. So see you soon. Have a great day, everyone.